Hi everyone! So I wanted to make this video specifically to address APA formatting. So if you did not get a perfect score on the Unit 1B progress check, that checkpoint that you did that was all about formatting where you submitted a copy of the draft or submitted just a copy of the APA formatting. If you didn't get a perfect score on that, it's because something was a little bit off with your APA formatting. So I wanted to talk about some of the common mistakes that I saw. First of all, I wanted to let you know also that if you look in our class in O11, in the APA style resources, I have a copy of the template that's also available in 101. So the 101-603 APA formatting template with reference. This is what it should look like. This is what your APA paper should basically, anytime you make an APA title page, it should look like this. And this should be the basic formatting for an APA paper. What I recommend you do is that you download this and you save it somewhere on your computer just as APA formatting template, because you can use it over and over again for different classes, provided you just change up the information as needed. So if it's for your criminal justice class, change the department, change the course title, obviously change the name here and the title of the essay, switch out your references for the ones that you're actually using in your paper, and you can use this template over and over again. So some of the common mistakes that I saw, I think came from not using the template and instead maybe using the template that's recommended in Word. Don't trust that. The template that's recommended in Word is an older one. It includes a running head, which we no longer even need for student papers in APA 7. So that is something that I want to make sure that you're not relying on. You can, if you don't want to use this template and you want to work on creating it on your own, use APA 7 approved guides to help you out. Like the APA style resources, you can see that there is a link about what an APA style paper should look like. And there's also an example title page that looks like the one that I included. There's no running head. This is what a title page should look like. So if you go back to the resources, there's lots of different resources you can use to get an idea, but make sure that you're formatting in APA 7. And the easiest way to do that is really to download the source and pay attention to all of the details. I say that because another mistake that I was noticing was sometimes the extra space wasn't preserved. Sometimes if you look here, it says using title capitalization. And just as a reminder, that means that all of the big words are capitalized. So you can see of is lowercase, my is lowercase, but every other word in here is following title capitalization. The other thing I wanted to mention was things like when you're putting the instructor's name in, unless they tell you, don't add stuff in there. So unless they tell you like, oh, I'm a doctor, so please call me like Dr. Kathleen Shaw, which I'm not, don't add stuff in. You don't need to add in Mr. or Mrs. because especially because like they might prefer Ms. like MS to MRS. So you don't need to add any more stuff. Follow through and pay attention to the details like they're laid out here. The other thing that I wanted to mention was that for this particular assignment that we're doing, the reference that you need for the first personal essay is included right here. I included it because it's a little bit difficult. This is how it should look. Some of you, I think, made different versions of this or copy and pasted things from the article. This is how it should look on its own page, starting with the word references. And it should be following hanging indent like this. So if you cut and paste it in, it might have corrected it to centering. And I'm just going to show you really quickly how to avoid that. So copy and paste this. If you have your reference page, actually, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to download this and show you. I think it'll be faster this way. I saw from a lot of people this. Something like that. This is not what you want. What you want is a hanging indent. To get a hanging indent, you highlight what you want to have the hanging indent. You choose paragraph. From the special menu, you choose hanging, you hit OK, and you make sure it's left justified. This is what a hanging indent looks like. The first line is over here all the way to the left, and every other subsequent line is indented like this. For each entry. It would start over again if you had a second reference. The first line would be indented all the way to the left, and then the ones underneath would be hanging and have a bigger indent. So make sure when you're doing things, if you want to practice it on your own, that yours turns out following the formatting very strictly of APA 7. So if you missed any points, if you didn't get like 100% on that Unit 1B assignment, it's because something was a little bit off. So I want to make sure that now you know what the reason might have been so you can prevent it and have a perfect APA formatted paper in the future.